What's going on, y'all? And welcome to another episode. I know I took a hiatus, but welcome to another episode of Dominique The Podcast. We back. I get busy sometime, and sometimes you can't do everything, but I got a good team lined up this time. So we're going to see if we can stay on a consistent basis. So you tell a friend to tell a friend that we'll be here every Wednesday at 11 p.m. Pacific time. I think that's 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Is that 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time? It's 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time and 1 o'clock Central Time. So we're gonna jump in right in. I hope all you guys are doing well. So I'm gonna introduce my guests, and they're gonna tell you more about themselves. First of all, you'll see this guy every week. He'll be co-hosting this show with me. Good friend of mine. We've been down for years. You might hear me call him G. That's what I call him. But y'all can call him the one and only Gerard Guillory. So if you'll show your love for Gerard Guillory, then I got my home girl that came up in the same streets that I came up in. You recognize her, you know her. We came from the same stomping ground.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Washington, D.C., that Maryland area, that Virginia area. You seen it in everything. And most recently, you seen it in that hit TV show, P Valley. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for my friend Coca Brown. I love myself some P Valley.
Okay. If one more person asks me if I got
some chitlins. Girl, I love that P Valley. I'm like, do you watch it, Gerard?
I have not had an opportunity yet to lay eyes on it at this point.
Wow.
But I got to be one of the only people.
You really are. I think you might be one of the only black.
You gotta, one of the only black people.
Seen one episode.
And the people are really upset, in the trades and everything. They really upset because they don't like that the show was popular. But I think that it's an excellent show. I mean,
it's a great show. Yeah.
It's a great show. It's real written. Shout out to the creator Katori and writer Katori Hall. Shout out to her. It's a great show, and it delves into a world that if you're not really in that world, you don't know about it. And at one time, I had ambitions of being a stripper. You know what I'm saying? But the universe had something. They ain't build me like that. You know what I'm saying? They put my donkey boot. They put my donkey booty Coca in the wrong place. My donkey booty.
Hold on, let me change some of the questions I was going to ask him today.
My donkey booty in the wrong place. They put mine in the front.
Behind the bar serving the drinks. Yes,
absolutely. So I think it's very well written. I like the story that it tells. I like the characters, in particular Uncle Clifford. Check it out, Gerard. In particular, Uncle Clifford, especially that I say it all the time. Don't worry about it, say this. That's one of the characters, Mercedes. So y'all check it out. Okay. So y'all doing good. Y'all look good. Everybody been doing good health-wise. I mean, I always ask that question because every day they got some more shit.
Man, I just got over COVID.
You did?
Yeah.
Thank God. I'm happy.
I thought that new strain. That new strain is it's like it will let you continue. It's almost like the new strain. I like to call it cocaine. You can function, but you have an addiction.
Eventually.
Because I never felt sick. I never felt outside of just being exhausted. You know what I mean? Like just wanting to sleep like crazy. And I just think it's because of my crazy tail life.
That's what I was getting ready to say. Did you get it confused with your workload and everything?
I'm thinking, my body's like, look, heifer, we ain't 25 no more.
Right, absolutely.
So when I found out I had it, I was like, for real? Like, and then the heifer didn't want to leave. It's like, oh my God, it took three weeks for that heifer to go away.
Is that right?
Yep, 3 weeks. And I mean, barely no symptoms. I was asymptomatic probably 80% of the time outside of being exhausted and a little sore throat. That new strain ain't no joke. And they say she coming for everybody.
Yeah, they said that about the last one too. But where did you get it? Do you know where you got it? But I know you have a son.
I got it in between Essence Festival or the Bahamas.
Yeah, I heard of people coming back. I think you might have got that Essence Festival version.
Yeah, I got it somewhere between Essence Festival and the Bahamas because I went to Essence Fest and then that following week I took my son to the Bahamas and then I came back and that's when I found that I had it.
Okay. I'm glad you're doing better though. Oh my God.
I mean, I lost 8 pounds, so I'm happy.
So it is like cocaine.
It is like cocaine. How long did you have it? A week or something? You lost 8 pounds in a week. I mean,
over a 3 week period, I lost 8 pounds.
Oh,
I mean, that's Jenny Craig. I mean, you know, talking about the 8 pounds in 3 weeks.
Right.
That's healthy. Also, like you said, with COVID, remember, with so much shit going on these days, it's kind of like maybe some regular venereal disease back in the 80s, where at least you didn't get the big one. You know what I mean? The worst thing, they got monkey pox. It's all kind of stuff going on.
I was going to say, right now, herpes is the least of your problems. Like
That's
pox.
Come on.
Yeah,
Right.
that COVID, I was leery of that COVID. But that damn monkeypox, I'm like, Lord, you can't even try on a shirt no more. I mean, you just gonna have to take it home and wash it and hope it fit.
Right.
Man, did y'all see? I don't know if it was accurate, if the girl was playing, and I just saw a glimpse of this video yesterday where a girl took some panties back to Victoria's Secret. You saw that?
Yeah, I saw that too. Yeah.
Okay, so yesterday I heard on the news about monkeypox. Now remember, they keep playing with all of the diseases and how do we acquire them. Remember, initially they said it's not a sexually transmitted disease, but only gay men were getting it.
Right.
Y'all heard that?
I heard that too.
Yesterday I heard they said it's being transferred through, y'all gonna hate this, hotel sheets. Everybody here stays in hotels regularly. Hotel. Now you might need to bring.
Now, what hotel is this? Because I generally stay at 5-star properties. So what are they?
Dog, we beyond the Motel 6.
Yeah, so I'm trying to say, is it like the House of Ill Repute Hotel? Or
They did not delineate between hotel, motel, motor coach, motor inn. They didn't say. They just said through hotel sheets. And so,
yeah, you know, you ain't supposed to tell nobody to go to hotels every weekend, no shit like that, though, right?
That's what I'm saying. They just leave it.
I have a friend who takes her own sheets to hotels. Like, she'll ask for either a king or a queen, and she takes her own sheets. I think I may start doing that.
Yeah. But regardless, when I go, I'm a germaphobe anyway. So, you know, I make them change my sheets. I Clorox and like everything. You know, I run late for the show because I'm going to do everything before I go in the room. And I'm not even staying at, you know, I'm staying at 4- and 5-star properties. You know what I mean? So I'm still going to do it. I've been doing this way before COVID and all of these things. I've been that way.
I saw in my suitcase.
Yeah, absolutely.
Long before the 5-star, which, by the way, so your audience knows, I don't always stay in 5 stars. That's sometimes we had to bring sheets and a pistol on the road. But what I was taught, my mother always taught me, when I get into a hotel room, the first thing I do is pull the cover and the sprit all the way back.
Yeah.
All the way down to the feet, because you can see it's like y'all can really make up a nice bed, and then you look in that bed and it'd be hairs and toenail clipping.
Yeah, red stains and everything else.
Yeah, like
but it's a very, very upscale hotel. And I pulled back the covers, but then I said, let me go brush my teeth. Came back, get in the bed. Honey, somebody was in that bed that it was that time of the month.
Oh,
yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. And
they had washed them sheets, or maybe they didn't check. Honey, when I tell you, I went all the way off, but I ended up getting like 7 free stays from them because.
Yeah, and that's what you do. That's how you work that thing. If it's not because of the price point, if it's not the way I wanted, okay, the fact that I got to call housekeeping to come back in here and you claim you 5-star and you upper echelon. I mean, you're going to have to comp this room, or you're going to have to do something for me.
I had my phone in my hand and I said, either y'all going to make this right.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to go viral.
Yeah.
Y'all getting ready to go viral. Right. What's the address here? Wait, ma'am. Wait, Miss Brown.
I was not, and that's where I got like 7 free stays. And this is like a 7-star hotel.
Good.
Got 2 names.
I mean, you can go there. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I went to a small town, and they didn't really have 5-star properties, but I went to this one property. It was a Hampton Inn Suites. And when I tell you it was impeccable, I got to give them a shout out. It was somewhere down in Mississippi. It was impeccable. I had to tell her. I tipped the lady that cleaned my room. I said, you cleaning better than the people at the Ritz-Carlton clean.
Right.
Something wrong with that. You know what I mean?
I don't want to make it out a race card, but if I see Guadalupe or I see Mabel, I'm good.
No, I gotta pull it too. I know it's wrong, but when I see Mabel, I be like, okay, yeah,
You know,
okay.
maybe we don't have it all the way together.
And Guadalupe too.
And Guadalupe.
But let's keep it real. Who do you see more at 7-star, Mabel or Guadalupe?
Guadalupe.
Guadalupe.
So one time for Mabel and
One time.
one time for Mabel.
I don't know about you, Dom. When I see Mabel's, I be leaving them a fat tip because I'm like, oh, rare breed.
At that Hampton Inn and Suite, it was Mabel too. At that Hampton Inn and Suite, so it was Mabel too.
Well, that's because that was Mississippi.
Yeah, that's no doubt.
Now those hotels, the motels up and down 75. Many years ago, staying in a hotel, I did the same thing. I came and put all my stuff down. I think I had some food.
Mm-hmm.
I ate my food. This is not a nice hotel at all. It's a motel, Motor Inn.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got a couple of hours, so I'm going to take a nap before that. So I did what I was taught. I pulled the sheets all the way back, and it was filthy. And I don't know what was more, and I'm funny style like that. Like if I stay at a hotel for the week, Wednesday through Sunday or whatever, Wednesday and Thursday, I mean, I can't, the remote control, anytime I touch anything, I got to go back to the bathroom and wash my hands. Wow. Like I don't want my feet touching the floor. I don't sit on the spread. I don't do any of that. Now, way later, closer to Sunday, there's, I get more regular.
You okay with that?
Yeah, I'm a little comfortable.
Because you ain't had bumps. If you done made it from Friday all the way to Sunday, you ain't get no bumps. You like, okay, I'm going to be all right till I get home and get to where I need to be.
Symptomatic. Yeah.
You ain't getting no bump. But one thing I can say, we are blessed because we out here in these streets and we around a lot of people and we have made it this far safely. By the grace of God, so that's a good thing. Absolutely. And we out here spreading these jokes and telling this funny. I just want, I don't understand what's happening in the world today. Did y'all hear about the pastor? They ran up in the pastor's church, but the pastor like a dope boy. I'm confused.
Yo, like Pastor Nino Brown.
He like Pastor Nino Brown. He like a dope boy. I don't want my pastor. I want him to dress nice and he can wear some gaiters and stuff, but you can't come up in the church and preach. I'm going to be distracted. I'm not going to hear the word.
First of all, you rolled up in a Rolls Royce.
You came in a Rolls Royce. You Fendi down. You Gucci down.
Diamond
I'm definitely not putting nothing in the plate. You don't have to even pass the plate. Don't even come to my row with the plate. No. I'm definitely not doing that. And I'm going to miss the word. If you're a dope boy, and I don't really want my pastor to have gone to jail for, like 5 years like that. You know what I'm saying? For identity theft and grand larceny. Like, are you really who you say you are?
Right.
It's all bad. I'm gonna have to visit another church.
What happened to just getting one of these girls in the front row pregnant? What happened to just doing that? Yeah, y'all out here flipping keys. Did you see? I posted a video yesterday. It turns out, I think on Thursday or Friday, before the robbery, he's riding in a convertible. Have you seen that? If you see my Instagram, you'll see I posted it yesterday. He's riding in a convertible, stunting. All of this is diamond, got all of that. And he's listening to I'm a hustler, baby, saying the words. I just want you to know. Yeah, he's putting it in their face. And so that's whoever posted that original video said this is what happened directly before that. So not only is he gangster in his presentation,
but you thirst trapping the disciples.
Yeah.
You a married man, you a man of the cloth. Now that's usually what dudes do to thirst trap broads.
Right.
Yeah.
Who are you thirst trapping, Negro?
Yeah. And then when you see his church, you would think he had a church bigger than the Potter's house, which is T.D. Jakes' church. This is a little storefront from what I saw, an auto body shop. It can't hold more than 35 or 40 members. I'm telling you, and they're gonna be in there tight.
Making this kind of money. I think they said you saw the FBI that is investigating him now.
Yeah.
Oh, that we knew that. It had to be.
I'm like, dude, it's obvious you're washing money.
Yeah, it's clear you washing money.
A lot of money.
You
A
wa- and
lot
then,
of
but then he pulled up
Come
in
on,
the
now 35
project.
members got you in a Rolls Royce.
right.
then he pulled up in the projects, drove up. I think he was in a Porsche this time. Drove up in the projects. And if you don't know nothing about New York, when you if anybody show you a picture of the corner of one of the houses, that's what they call them. The Mary Tyler Moore houses, they all call house. He pulled up in them talking about his real estate and talking about this in the state. That ain't no estate. That's a project in Queens. So who you talking to? He pulled up and his wife got out the car, and I mean they ride, they listening to Anita Baker. I said he can't give me the word. I'm sorry.
I was
No.
trying to see if I also saw him in the Supreme Team documentary. He like is he somebody who
Is he rolling with Alpo now?
I'm trying to figure out. There's something very off about it. Now remember, at the same time, Creflo.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all saw where Creflo kind of came down off of the prosperity preaching. So, like you said, who is he thirst trapping, Coco? He might be pushing for that spot now.
Not with a storefront with 35 members, sugar.
I tried to Google it yesterday because I knew I was looking at the makeup of the inside of the church, and I was saying that looks like you said, it's a storefront. He's holding church in an old churches.
Yeah.
Got you in a Rolls Royce. No, you a dope boy that took a seminary class on YouTube, and now you a pastor and you found a way to wash your money because pastors don't pay taxes. You ain't
slick. No, absolutely. You are not slick. You stupid. Because if you had any sense, you wouldn't be riding around going to a storefront church. And then I saw him. I don't know if you all follow a guy named Larry Reed Live. I follow this guy. Yeah, I follow Larry Reed Live and on TikTok and Instagram.
Is he a pastor?
He's not a pastor, but I came in. The reason I found him is because he did a lot of talking about the Clock Sisters. When the movie came out, when the Clock Sisters movie came out, he talked about them a lot and talked about the relationship that they had with one of their sisters. It was a strained relationship.
Azalea Banks of the church, Gerard.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You said what, Coco?
He's like the Azalea Banks of the church.
Yes, he is like the Azalea Banks of the church.
Like, well,
he said something about him. Now the pastor, I mean, if a pastor gonna take you to task, I expect him to govern himself accordingly. You know, I expect him to come to you and say, okay, I'm gonna pray for you, brother, but you laughed at me, you teased the fact that somebody could have murdered my family and all. He murdered my wife, murdered my kids. They came in there, they could have killed somebody in my flock. You know, all that happened. He didn't do none of that. None of that happened right there. He came on there and he was with another lady on this particular clip.
I she's a pastor too.
Huh?
I heard that she was a pastor too.
She's a pastor? Okay, I could never get clarity on who she was, but she's a full-size woman.
Right.
And he went at her, calling her fat, calling her a donkey, and told Larry Reed he the F word, and what he done got in his mouth. I said, this dude way out of pocket.
He's not a pastor.
He's not a pastor.
Boy who took one class while he was locked up for 8 weeks at Rikers.
5 years.
Came out calling himself a man of the cloth. Got him a storefront to wash all that money he hid while he was.
Sure did.
Dude, this is like classic. Like this. Come on now.
But it says something about how addictive social media is. To me, with him, with people like him, because he know he not legit, but he need the lights and the fame. Like he really got this money in a legit manner. He all posting and he's squatting down and taking pictures like he in the club. I said, I want to see his flock. I want to see who's following this claim.
Well, you saw 18 people get down on the floor.
That's what I was saying. That's what made me start trying to Google the church, because there's no vantage of, remember, if you have those cameras up, and we know that was for streaming purposes, there probably still would be the security where we could see the thieves come in, where they would walk past all of the parishioners.
Right.
Yes.
There was nobody in there.
At Potter's house. You ain't doing that at Joel Osteen.
No, you're not.
No, you gotta walk.
Doing that at Jamal Bryant.
No, and I know Joe Osteen can buy a Rolls Royce with that 200,000 piece he preaching to every
Y'all know
Sunday.
I'm in
A
Houston.
random Sunday. It ain't even Easter Sunday. Okay.
Man,
Regular.
I tell you, we used to go see I saw the Fresh Fest where Joel Osteen does church. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you're not going to no 15,000 seat.
No.
Yeah, and just strolling out.
Not at all.
But real quick, what I keep thinking about internet and people who cannot contain themselves. How many people have put themselves behind bars because they can't stop stunting and putting it in people's faces? But it makes me think back about, like, if you ever watch Bonnie and Clyde, or you know, when those guys would rob a bank, it was important for them. Remember, they would leave the cashier and say, you know, you tell them you've been robbed by the best. This is the Billy the Kid outfit. You tell them that, right? They would leave this mark so that they could be written up in the paper back before the federal law, so you could go across from one state to the next. Nobody would ever come get you, and you just go back to do it again. When we listen to R. Kelly, we're like, oh man, maybe he was saying that. You know, maybe he was telling, he's leaving these crumbs. So the internet with these dudes, you just can't help. You're going to put yourself out there bad. Like, you just addicted. I was so good at
that fool that just got arrested, locked up, and everything, because he literally was rapping about scamming PPP loans.
I mean, like, see, I don't, and then that's where I lose. That's where I get lost with this generation. I'm like, okay, this generation, somebody dropped the ball, because they're not getting the common sense sold into them the way that we did.
Well, see, they make fame too easy to obtain, Dominique.
They do that. Now that's a fact.
The social media thing made it where it used to be, you know, when we all came in the game, there were levels to this fame stuff.
It was.
And you couldn't be famous overnight, and you couldn't just be romping with the big dogs overnight.
No, you couldn't.
You had to earn that spot. Now it just takes one of your videos to go viral, and you can be in the same room with people that have put in 25, 35 years, whatever. So the thing is, they've made fame so obtainable. All you have to do is go viral. Yeah. There are people out here that is like, honey, it is souls for sale daily.
Yes, it is.
That's the thing. Everybody wants to be famous. They now know it's obtainable. Yeah. So you got fools out here, they ain't got no decorum, no class, no coof, no common sense, because they can be famous if they just hit the right lick on Instagram.
Right.
That's so sad.
So we know how this product supply and demand goes. So when souls are sold on a daily basis, you know what that brings the value of a soul down to. We got souls for 50 cents. Hey man, I give you 2 souls for 38 cents. Got a whole warehouse of souls, man. We need to make room for the 2023s.
Do you think that'll ever change? Do you think it'll ever change and go back to? Do you think it can sustain that way?
I think it will. It's going to have to right itself on some level, except the standard, the bar is going to be low. That people will eventually see, like, you know what I mean? Like, you have to be willing to. I don't know. I believe that it will eventually right itself, but by the
down of all social media for us to see people scramble to be relevant, and the cream will rise to the top. You understand what I'm saying?
Say that again.
That one day remember that one day Instagram crashed?
Oh my God.
People was about to slit their wrist.
They were.
People like us who actually have real talent.
Yes.
We didn't skip a beat, boo-boo. We made a phone call.
Man, I rested well that day. I was
I was glad it was gone.
I was like, "Ooh, the sleep I'm getting today."
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I was glad it was gone.
They pick up the phone and call people that I know because I have built relationships, and they're just not following me because I'm popular.
Right.
They know me and they know what I bring.
Right.
So no, you know, that was the one day we all could be cocky and be like, "Oh, look at them little baby scrambling."
I mean, ball spots in their head. They were they like, man, if this shit don't come back, hey.
Seriously, me, Instagram don't make or break none of us, honey, because we've already established our place.
Yeah, and that's a fact. Is that talent in there, T? Is that you in there? I see you came in.
Jean?
Green. I don't know who is Green.
Jean?
Geen?
Money?
I can't say that I know Geen. I don't know you, Geen.
Yeah.
I thought that was T. So yeah, that I think that eventually it'll be like the eventually it'll run its course, because see, you have to have some level of talent to have some sustainability. You just really do. I mean, if it's not really built on a foundation, build your house and it's not on the foundation, you're gonna run into a few problems.
Right. Whole sinkhole in the
Whole sinkhole. One day you're gonna be looking at the game and you're gonna be just go through the floor. I mean, what happened? Oh no.
You
gonna be just lean and you'll be in the house looking at the game like one of these, right?
You're like, that's not the TV, it's the couch that fell. Yeah.
That's the couch.
Floor that fell through.
Yesterday was National Aunt and Uncle's Day. So I really like that day because I got a lot of so I got nieces and nephews, so I'm like a super aunt. You know what I'm saying? I'm the aunt without kids, so you the person that they hit up for things that their parents don't get them.
Right.
Rightfully so, because they paying for everything else.
Right.
So I don't know why you think they're gonna buy you no $200 shoes. These people work every day.
Right.
You know what I mean? They feeding you, clothes, school. I mean, you know, the list goes on. The thing that I found interesting though was I saw an article about Auntie and Uncle's Day. Okay. Now, a lot of people have an issue with being called uncle and auntie, in particular, if they're not your aunt or uncle. I don't really like it myself. Somebody I just don't know, a young person that's just like, hey, auntie, like, to me, that's like, you really saying, what's up, old bitch? You know what I'm saying? Because why you just calling me auntie? Because people's aunties and uncles, they older than you. Even if they still young people, your aunt and uncle, you like, they old. You know, if you're 13 and your uncle 30 or 35, he like, damn, he on his last day.
Right.
You know
that man. That's my uncle. That man is my uncle. Yeah.
I don't take offense to it. I feel like if you're saying it to me in a way of respect, because I've had youngins go, hey, mother. I'm like, hey, baby. You know. Hey, mother. I'm like, hi, baby. You know. But I mean, but I've also had some little millennials go up, hi, auntie. And I'm like, let me explain something to you, sugar. Don't be mad that I look younger than you. If you do at 25 and I'm 49, drinking all this hard liquor and smoking blunts. Don't be mad at me.
That's all I'm trying to say.
When you're 30, okay? Don't be mad at me because I look good. That I could probably come in here and take your little 27-year-old boyfriend. Don't play with me.
How about that?
I'm trying to. How you feel about it, G?
You know, again, I'm crossed. It's the same thing, but that's why I was going to ask. For the ladies, they don't refer to y'all as OG, right? You ever hear that?
Oh, a lot of times I hear that.
Yeah, I hear that, but it's usually from comics, young comics.
Yeah, it's from comics that say it. Yeah,
absolutely. The same way though that you're saying, auntie makes it sound like, hey, old bitch. That's sometimes I hear the LD in the O of it. You know what I mean?
Okay, I got.
Did you just call me an OG? Like, hold on one second. Come here, bro. Did you say old G? Sometimes I hear it. It's that same stank on there. Like you don't have that reverence for me to call me OG. You calling me OG with the ER. You got the hard R on.
Hey, mama. Or they'd be like, hi, auntie. I'd be like, okay, you know what? Look, come here, little girl. Come here.
Yeah, I know.
And I guess it can be a term of endearment, but you can just call me my name.
How about that?
You know what I'm saying? You can just call me my name. And you know, you already like Coca said, you know, you look good for your age. You know, we got some time on us at this point. You look good for your age and everything like that. But auntie, no. Just out the blue. And I don't even know you yet. At least let me to get you to know. You know, and it's different celebrities that didn't like it. You know, Mary J. Blige, she was like, no. Ava DuVernay, no. Kim Fields, no. And it already they're shocked because you all getting ready. You like, okay, so good. Be a half a century. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
but you always get brought down quick. You could be in the line at the store and the young person be like, yes, ma'am. You be like, with somebody see.
Funny.
Right.
You got used to the miss being put in front of your name.
Yes, Miss Coca.
I'll be like, oh. First time I heard that, I just felt my bones crack a little bit. Like,
I mean, Miss Dominique. I was like, okay, wait a minute. I done went to Miss Dominique now. I was like, okay. I was in the store and the girl was like, yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. I was like, okay, one ma'am is a lot.
Oh, you trying to be funny now.
Little girl, I'm gonna need you to go get the old ass manager out here with his old ass. Yeah.
It's just weird. It's really saying you owe auntie. And then I mean, I guess they are trying to use it like a term of endearment, but it's other words. I'll take ma'am or Miss Dominique over it.
Yeah, okay.
Over auntie.
Over auntie.
No, it doesn't bother me. I also, I've embraced my age, where they're like, oh my God, you told somebody your age. I'm like, and?
Oh, yeah, I always do. I think if you don't tell people your age, people be lying about their age. I be like, all right, your ass gonna get cut short. You keep lying about
your headstone.
Yeah, you lie about your age. You telling the universe, I ain't happy I made it this far. They be like, well, we gonna take somebody out the game today. This one don't care to be that age.
Right.
He question mark on your date of birth to your date of death. They gonna just have a question mark. Like, we don't know.
We're gonna do some deductions over here, and then we'll add that to that. Yeah.
Nations, that should tell you.
See. But that's what we get. I don't know if everybody's like that, but you've heard the phrase, youth is wasted on the young, right? That if I knew then what I know now, as we get older. So when we're young, we just wish to be older. Can't wait to be 16 so I can drive, man. I can't wait to be 21 so I can drink. And then you don't know to stop doing that right there. Nobody wishes to be anything after that. Nobody really is like, I can't wait to be 32. You know what I mean? It's like once you pass 21, boy, it's like it's on roller skates. Like, let me slow down and enjoy all of this.
Yeah. I'm going to be real with you. I don't know about y'all, but I spent so much of my 20s and 30s grinding in this business that I'm actually enjoying my 40s. Yeah. I'm looking forward to my 50s because at least I ain't got to worry about money.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I'm enjoying my life right now. The hardest part of me sitting down for COVID for 3 weeks was actually sitting down because I wanted to go enjoy myself.
Right. You're like, I just got back from the Bahamas and Essence Festival. What I look like?
These are the best. These are the best years. Those 40s and the 50s, they really are the best years because it's like it all comes together for you. Yeah, it all comes together, and you're able to say, damn, I wasted my time on this. I did this. And then I don't give a shit me to go so high in those years.
Come on.
Oh my God. And it feels, it's liberating. I'm serious. It's liberating.
Very.
Man. That's the funny thing about being in this space at this time in the world. Like we were talking about social media and whatnot, where you could understand all of its values and then not have to be so consumed and care of, man, who is that? Who broke up? What?
Yeah.
Right.
Who's arguing about what? I'm not concerned about it at all. I'm not worried in the least.
Sometimes you do have those old folk traits, though. I was like, I had to stop watching the news so much. I was like, all right, now you looking at the news. This a bit much now. I mean, I'm like my grandmother. I got Don Lemon on notification. I got to cut
okay.
I used to have Chris Cuomo. Oh, Chris Cuomo coming on. I said, okay.
Tell it.
So I had to stop watching so much crime TV. I was like, okay, now I'm getting too damn paranoid.
See, I knew I was getting old when I had an alarm on my phone to watch The View.
Oh,
hilarious.
Yeah. Yep, that's a sign.
Because I want to watch The View.
Right.
You watch 2,000 episodes.
Is off if I don't watch The View.
You getting ready for that phone call though? I see what you doing. You peeping them angles and stuff for that phone call.
I hope so because I love it. Shoot, I'm wise now, girl. I can be on there. They ain't gonna run over me.
Right.
That's right.
So I did have to cut that off because I mean I like to keep up with what's going on in the world, but at some point you gotta say, okay, I didn't have enough. I can't take it no more. I really can't do it. I can't listen about Donald Trump no more. I can't hear about Joe Biden no more. I gotta look at some good stories because
I need to be entertained.
I need, yes, absolutely. I need to see something funny. I gotta have a good time.
Yes.
So
some levity. You know, I'm in Houston. I came back to take care of my pops, and that's just like what you said, the old trait. I mean, it's like CNN pays to watch us over here. Like it's on. Like we in the. You think the living room was where you go get on the plane? It's just CNN on randomly all day, every
all
day.
the time, absolutely.
And there's no discussion about it. I always say, man, did you hear that? It's like, I don't have an opinion about it. You're just shoveling it into it. I'm like, you know, this is like food. Whatever you consume, however you consume, whether you eat it, drink it, smoke it, or view it, or hear it, you know, we're gonna turn man like, man, it's way too much.
I will officially know I am ready for Kitten Hills and the Soul Train cruise when I find myself stuck in front of the TV watching stuff like Andy Griffin. And if I in the heat of the night, and I get because my dad, I don't care when I came home, what time of the day, what day of the week. When I walked in that door, 3 things were on that TV. 3. It was going to be in the heat of the night, Matlock, or Banana.
Andy.
Or one of them, like Andy Griffin.
One of them Western shows or something. My mother on that same thing is gonna be a Western. I told her when I'm over her house, I was like, can we watch something? I want to watch before she's still looking at when the people used to act like this. Come here, Johnny. Johnny, where's Walter? Walter, come in here. It's time to eat dinner. The butter is going to melt. I said, I can't sit here. People don't do that no more, Ma. You you looking at too many Westerns, too much Lifetime. I mean, it's other channels.
My mama, Lifetime all day. She loves to call me as if I can relate. Honey, you ever had a man lock you in a basement? No, mother, I have not. Lifetime movie. And the girl was in the basement. And I thought about my daughter. I said, I hope my daughter ain't never everything on Lifetime. I have not.
Oh my God.
I'm on the top floor, Mom. No, that's crazy. You do that.
And I'm also praying for Brittany Griner too. I hope she comes home. I hope they work that situation out. It's unfortunate that she's being held as a prisoner of war pretty much because that's what's happening.
Yeah, they're bothering her. They
are bothering her. And they got her over there too because they don't like her sexuality. It's a culmination of things. And I just pray that she gets to come home. She's already been there since February.
Yeah,
she's been there since February. So
she's certainly done enough time for the crime that
was vape oil.
Right. Again,
so
if you've ever watched the show Locked Up Abroad, remember some of these other countries will put you to death for something like that. So it is vape oil, but it's against the law. But for 5 months, that should be time served. Get on back home. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like no matter where you are. My issue with the Brittany Griner thing is I don't see the WNBA or the LGBT really, really pushing. I see them using this as trying to get more money for WNBA. Every single time that thing comes up on the news, and remember, I'm in the airport over here with it. It's not long before they say, well, she was only there because she had to supplement her $230,000. It's like, I don't know anybody who supplements their $200,000. I know never want to count anybody's money, but it's like it always comes back to that. And so I have to watch the LGBT. What are we really doing? Are y'all really pressing to make sure she gets home, or are they partnering with how Russia is using it to see if we could drive the money up. I think the money should be up, but I think her being home is paramount. I think trying to talk about our checks while my baby girl is locked up is out of order. It's inappropriate.
I think there are people that are on the grassroots for her. I don't think they're getting publicity. I think that's the only thing that's getting a lot of publicity is the financial disparity between the WNBA and the NBA. So they are, but I understand what you're saying, OG. It needs to be at the forefront of what's really going on with her, and don't talk about the money, because at this point, it's past what she had to do to supplement her income.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's way past that. She's been in jail for 5 months now.
Come on.
It's way past that.
Playing for them, where is the gratitude for that? You've got one of our star WNBA players over there playing for your country, and you're carrying it like this. For this long, it's like, I mean, I would tell anybody I wouldn't dare go play in Russia. I don't care what they got going on.
Yeah,
not at all.
And the thing of it is too is that another thing, and I hate to bring up the misogyny part of it, but she a woman. You know,
so add that extra.
And a black woman. So, you know, I didn't want to pull that card either, but that has a lot to do with it. And it's not as important as if Rebecca Lobo was over there. Or Sue Bird was over there. Or Diana Taurasi or somebody was over there.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't know that we should apologize for bringing that up. And to be honest with you, I don't know that in this case, her gender should go before the race, because we know how significant all of that is at this time in the world, certainly in Russia and in America and so forth. So not to diminish her feminine, her gender, not to diminish that at all, but to almost put them at the same space.
They are at the same space.
We wouldn't be having this conversation if you name any random NBA player.
Putin looked like he smoked. You know what I'm saying? And the girl had a little bit of oil. Everybody smoked weed. So we wouldn't be having this conversation if we were talking about an NBA player. LeBron James would have been home. And he could have had a pound of oil or weed or whatever you want to call it. He'd been home. They all have been home.
And y'all are aware that she tested negative. She never had marijuana in her system. She had the oil with her, but she didn't have it in her system. How about that?
Yeah.
Oh, because some of the oil, it doesn't have THC in it anyway. So she might not even been.
I heard it was hemp oil, CBD oil.
Yeah, if she's just CBD oil, she's really just a prisoner of war at this point. She didn't even have anything on her.
So we're gonna find out it was CVS that was keeping her over there, because they don't want us to know we can get a little CBD to heal all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 72 pills you're not gonna take if you go get some of that Gift Goody.
That Gift Goody gonna have that THC in it though. You don't want that Gift Goody. That Gift Goody gonna have that THC.
Man, yeah, not if you're in the league, you know. Yeah.
Hey, that THC, that Gift Goody gonna have. You know, another thing, I always bring up something on my podcast that bothers me too. And as I travel, and I'm sure Coca can agree with me on this, women in the ladies' room, we got to do better.
Woo!
We got to do better in the ladies' room. I mean, I have been in the men's room, but I think ours look worse, and I haven't even been. We know they nasty, but it don't take you but a second to flush the toilet, flush the damn toilet. It's ridiculous. And wash your hands. When people don't wash their hands, I scream on them right there in the bathroom. Oh, you just gonna walk out? Oh, you a nasty. You nasty like that, huh? Wash your hands and flush the toilet.
I hate walking into a stall where they clean the little sheets you lay on the seat, right? And it's pee all over the seat, all over the floor. And I'm thinking, your lazy ass couldn't have just mummified the seat and sat your ass down.
No.
You know you have no aim. And then you don't even have the common decency to clean up your piss.
Clean up behind yourself. Blood, doo-doo, everything all over. Clean up.
are disgusting.
It's disgusting. And I gotta say something, I'm sick of it because there's no reason for it. The majority of the people I see in these bathrooms are grown women. Now, granted, people do different things in different countries. You know, their facilities and things are different, so they handle things differently. But when I'm in Rome, I do what the damn Romans do.
Right.
When you in America, the facility's different. Do what Americans do. Clean up behind yourself and flush the toilet. You already been traveling, so it already ain't the best smell in there anyway. Everybody pulling their damn pants down. They've been traveling coast to coast. It's already scented wrong. You know, you already got to hit your Bath and Body Works spray already. Clean up your nasty ass mess when you leave out the ladies' room, grown as hell. And wash your hands. We got monkeypox, COVID, and then you gonna leave out with dirty ass hands. Come on, you fighting against the cause. Like
I'm trying to figure out how many of those women left out of that bathroom and then went to take a "I'm a bad bee" picture and posted it.
They did. Went to eat a sandwich, just ate the bee off their fingers.
That's the one. Can I get one of your fries?
Gee, how is the men's room? Is it just nasty like I imagine?
The men's room, again, remember, we have almost a certain level of expectation for foolishness.
Yes,
Like we were planning to talk about, you know, I don't know if anybody pees in the stall that doesn't have piss on the floor around it. It's like they must be working on that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe there's a camera that don't use the one that doesn't already have some pee on the floor.
Right,
but to traipse into a ladies' public bathroom and see that again, it's like that. No. You're right. That bathroom should reflect. Now, here's the thing I've always thought about house party. Mm-hmm. You go to somebody's house party and the bathroom is pristine. If you do anything in there that leaves it less than pristine, like you found it, don't you rush to fix that?
Yes,
because you don't want to go back in the room and have the next person think that was Coco or Dom that just came out of here.
Absolutely.
By the same token, that bathroom is filthy.
Yes.
You don't do nothing to pick. I mean, I'll mess around and get monkeypox trying to pick that up. I'm not touching nothing. If it's filthy when I came in here and I got a little pee on the seat, then that was just a little bit more pee on the seat. I'm not cleaning everybody's pee up off the seat. That's what I'm saying. So it's like chicken and egg. Was it filthy and nobody wanted to clean it? Or is it just a barrage of nasty females killing you?
It's just a barrage.
It's just a barrage. It's just a barrage because it's basically you need to clean up for the next person. And then it's even worse because it's different for you all. We got to pull our pants all the way down. Mm-hmm. All the way down. And then you done went in there and left toilet. You ain't even think to flush the toilet. I know some of them supposed to flush automatically, but shit, they flush it 1,000,000 times a day. It ain't working. Push the button. It's a manual button. All you got to do is push it.
Stick around and at least wait till yours get on.
All you got to just stick around and see if it's going to flush and push it.
So maybe
and then when the next lady go in there, she can go do what she got to do. Instead, I got to walk through the whole damn bathroom and look through doors, scared to open the door, what I might see. It's crazy.
So maybe as when they make addendum, we'll say that the ladies' stall bathrooms will not unlock until the toilet has completely flushed. You're just gonna be locked in there with your mess.
Is the least of our problems.
Yeah, that's the least.
It's the not wrapping up your sanitary napkins and just leaving them.
Tell it, Coca. Tell them.
It's the pee all over the floor.
Yeah.
All over the seat. It's just disgusting. I'm gonna tell you, if you are one of those helpers that do that, that's listening to this, you are the woman that Nick Cannon talks about.
Yeah.
Your vagina is a hazardous zone. Wow. You are nasty. You are the 80% that he claimed do not know how to take care of their feminine hygiene. Every time you see ass go in the bathroom and leave it like that, just know you're who Nick Cannon talks about.
And then some of them come out of there nasty and don't wash their hands with a wedding ring on. I be like, ooh, he got him a nasty bit. A filthy one. That's what they say in DC. He got him a filthy one.
Have you ever been somewhere like a club, Dominique? Like, well, I know Dom, you know, with females. You ever been somewhere where you're performing or you're just a bathroom, you know, and you're at the show and you come out and the chick that all the niggas is on and you looking like that nasty bitch just did not watch it.
Yeah. And she stinked and lit the whole place up.
I smelled her, and she didn't take a number 2.
Thank you. And y'all around there gawking and geeking. I said, oh, this is a nasty situation.
Nasty heifer, y'all are trying to talk to you.
Yeah.
See, that's what I was saying. With there's this thing, to go back to the internet, not to leave this space, but this when a girl gets her hair done or gets a new outfit or loses weight or whatever, for some reason has this thing where it lifts her esteem. We love that. But it seems like girls who were not as attractive as they made themselves be in this picture think that meanness and asshole and the B word have to be attached. I know you peons wanted to be, you know what I mean? Like there's this super arrogance that is attached to your new, how you feel about yourself, or the new hairstyle. Do you know what I'm talking about? They may even take the sound of something, and it's like you look good. It looks like you feel good about yourself, but the sound on this.
Where did it come in that you have to be an asshole in the process?
Yeah, like that's not necessary, because in real life that's ugly. You know what I mean? Beauty is not just on your skin; it's how you are on the inside too. And so it's like girls who were less attractive by the standard, and then they finally get in that space, like you feel like you have to be ugly and nasty. And every time I see that, I think about who y'all are talking about now. That girl, that the most sought after girl in the parking lot pimping space, right over by the bar at the end of the show. All the ballers wanted to go holler at her. There's something nasty about the spirit that makes me think that's probably who blew that bathroom up like that. That's in your spirit. Would you say she stinks, but she didn't go number 2?
Right.
Yeah.
She just released some of that spirit in here.
That's why it's more important to clean up behind yourself and all that. You've been sweating and all that, stewing in your own juices, and then your ass leave the bathroom like that. No, I had to say something. I'm just sick of it. And it's ridiculous for grown women to carry on like that. We trying to get out of a pandemic. We got all kind of stuff. Every day they say they come monkeypox. Somebody died of polio the other day. When the last time you heard somebody die from polio?
This new generation gonna bring out all kinds of shit. We about to get babies, big dysentery, because they nasty.
Smallpox.
They nasty. Measles done came back.
Measles came back. Monkeypox. I thought monkeypox was just a little like a new version of the chicken pox. Then I saw it. I said, no, that ain't the chicken pox right there.
No.
Yeah, next thing you know, the mumps be coming back. This is out of control.
You know, a chicken look at monkeypox and be like, I don't have nothing to do with that shit.
right.
You know, that wasn't us.
So it's just, I just had to say that because I'm so.
No, I feel you, Dom. I feel you 100 quadrillion thousand.
Got to walk through there like this, G. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. And then they come out there, you washing your hands. They walk right from the stores past you. So you just went in there, ain't gonna wash your hands. I mean, in the germaphobe that I am, touching the door is a lot for me.
Right.
Just going in there, locking the door, all that kind of stuff. It's germy in there. You just gonna walk out with your luggage. Come on, we gotta do better. A lot of this stuff got to do with nasty.
Y'all flown through Charlotte before, right?
Yeah.
Now, in Charlotte, they have in there that maintains the bathroom.
Yeah.
I'm always tipping them because I'm like, you got to stay in this nasty bathroom with these heifers and clean up after these heifers every time they come out. And I've heard them mumble under their breath, it's just nasty. It's just nasty. And I'll be tipping them because I'm like, you see the woman in there, she got to clean. So you feel the need to piss everywhere to make her job harder?
Yeah, in Atlanta, they do a good job in Atlanta. LAX don't give a damn about their bathroom. I can tell you that now. I don't know who on the cleaning crew at LAX, but LAX, all of them need to be fired. They horrible. They act like they work 1 hour a day, and then the rest is up to you. But in Atlanta, it's one lady. It's this one older lady in Atlanta. She's staying in the bathroom. Good morning, ladies. Flush the toilet. That one is empty. Please flush the toilet. Yes! You know who I'm talking about, though. She comes, please flush the toilet, but she be mumbling to herself.
Good morning, ladies.
Don't make no damn sense. Ladies, please flush the toilet. Clean up behind. She telling big grown ass women that.
That sounds like summer camp. That sounds like a
That's what I'm
counselor at
trying to
summer
say. I'm
camp.
talking about women and they grown women.
Yep.
And the only people I can see really doing that are the little girls. They're the
Right.
only ones get a pass. They're in the process of learning how to do things, how to handle themselves, and they're growing up. But these big grown ass women with salt and pepper head, been here about 60 something years, 30s, 40s. No, we got to do better. It's not good.
Yep.
It's all bad. That's all I'm gonna say. It's all bad.
You know what, Gerard, like you said, it should be like a door locking. No, what it should be, if you one of them nasty heifers, as soon as you come out the bathroom, this alarm goes off, and if we know that you one of them nasty heifers.
Oh my god!
Oh, she one of them. Oh, yeah. Oh, she
What,
one of them.
what if it's like that thing you put in the swimming pool? So now if you piss on the floor, your
Right.
shirt turned blue.
Right.
Yeah, that's good. Now
Yeah,
that's
look,
real good.
if you pee on the floor, your whole outfit is gonna turn a whole nother ugly
Yeah,
color.
it's ridiculous. And I mean, pee is sprinkled sometimes. Sometimes your aim get off, but just try to be decent and trying to leave it decent as you can for the next person. I ain't saying pull no pine sol and none of that shit out your purse and get busy, but just be decent.
Would you leave piss on the seat in your home?
No, you would not.
See, that's the thing. But it occurs to me, and I don't know. Remember, again, we've all been around well over 20 some odd years. And we know, and I don't know if y'all paid attention to it like that, but as a race of people, we weren't all doing a great deal of traveling, right? And that was not a thing like how we see, y'all going to Miami? Okay, y'all doing the cruise. It wasn't popping like that in the early 90s. And so it's like all of a sudden when people it's like going to a nice restaurant with somebody who's never been anywhere. And if the waiter or the waitress is not as attentive, or if they can't get to you, you're like, he ain't getting no tip. And it's like, we're not done. It's like this. We can't wait to stand over someone and look down. It's like, that's what you thought people who came to this restaurant did. No, we're going to be who we always are. If anything out of order happens, we'll deal with that. But we're not here deducting from the tip from the moment we walk in. We're not just trying to make a mess because we spent $100.
Right.
And we recognize some people will pee and tear that bathroom up like that because they haven't been away from their home. Last public bathroom you were in was in the DMV or your junior high, like some super local space. They were not ready to be in these other places.
Home training is home training. And it lets me know that a lot of people don't have home training.
Yeah,
Exactly.
they missed that. There's a lot of steps
My
got missed with
9-year-old
that.
knows to go. My 10-year-old knows to go in the male bathroom and pee in the fucking urinal.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's on the floor.
Absolutely.
Look, you can play a little basketball with your napkin, right? If you don't make it, okay, it's still in the vicinity. Come on up out of there. You did what you washed your hands.
Absolutely.
You tried to put your stuff in there. Remember when they don't take that trash out now, even if you attempt to put yours rolls off onto the floor. They got 3 days worth of napkins in the trash can, so
Right.
nothing fits. It's like, I'm not picking that up. I did.
Job, you get the rest.
Yeah, and it's right
Absolutely.
there. You don't have to go way over there to get all the trash. It's right where it's supposed to be. Yeah, you get in and get on out of there because there's some weird dudes. They stealing people out here. So,
I mean, really. All right, so listen, I appreciate y'all coming through for me. T, I think he got caught up because I called for him, but we'll definitely get him on here. But what I do want you to do is I want you to tell everybody what you got coming up, where they can find you on your social media. And G, you got a special announcement you want to make too. And we're gonna start with my sis Coca Brown. Let them know what's going on, making that big money.
Shit, I'm comfortable. Okay. You guys are definitely, like Dom said, you can catch me on the new season of P Valley. You guys can also check me on a new show on Apple TV called Zoltar, and I'll be in the new Will Packer movie Praise This that's coming out
All right.
Next year with Chloe from Chloe and Haley. And and make sure you guys to check out my new 1 hour special that's on Amazon Prime, Hulu, Apple TV, and YouTube right now called Famous Enough, Coca Brown, Famous Enough. So make sure you check that out. Okay, and y'all can follow me anywhere. Just Google me, Coca Brown. That's COCOA Brown. Please don't forget that COCOA Brown. Just Google me and all of my wonderful social medias will pop up.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Absolutely.
Once again, I should have gone first. You can see me watching Coca Brown on all of those things. That's what you can do. You might catch me in a Home Depot as I got to fix something here at my father's house every other day. But now picking up spot dates, y'all just check the calendar for that. Follow me on everything at Gerard Guillory. Instagram, I do still got my Let's Not Judge thing going with my heavy word play. Also, Aries Spears, and I got something going that will be kicking off here soon. And today happens to be, I'm so glad that Coco's here because I just found you on I didn't even know I had this piece of footage, but it's a show we did in Watts 100 years ago, and you hosted it.
Oh my God!
Wow.
The Watts,
Oh
yeah.
my goodness.
Oh my God!
Yeah, you hosted it, bro. I was like, what is
send me that?
It's just I only have my segment where you introduced me.
Oh wow!
But I just found that last week. I was blown away by that. But yeah.
Oh wow!
So, but today is my comedy anniversary, and I can't lie. I'm very, very pleased to be spending it with people I've known just about the entire time, 1993. Yes. So yeah, just glad about that. We still here pressing, and glad to know my friends are doing well and excellent, and they're deserving and extra talented. And I'm just glad to be in the mix. It's your boy Gerard. We'll see y'all here next week.
We'll be here next week. Dominique the Podcast. Check it out. We're bringing funny guests. It's the first hot show coming out the box, coming out the gate. And we got good people we're going to bring on here. And we're going to have a good time. And we're going to talk that talk and talk about what's going on in this crazy world because we're trying to figure it out. Like I said, tell a friend to tell a friend. We'll be here each and every Wednesday, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we'll see you right here next week. And we're out.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
I had a ball. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
All right. Love y'all.
All right. Love you too.